What's going on? Ooh, that was bad. What's up, everybody? How y'all feeling? How you feeling? We are going live. We're gonna tap in just a second and get everything. Make sure everything is good. Let y'all jump on here. What's going on? What's going on? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? And we're gonna get right into it. You watching this replay? Make sure y'all fast forward. All right, all right. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing, man? Listen, today we talking about can manufactured homes, mobile homes solve the affordable housing crisis. All right, we're gonna spend some time and we're gonna dive into some solutions today. All right, a lot of times this ain't really getting a lot of national news. We don't hear about these things, but we're gonna talk about basically a solution to help the affordable housing crisis. All right, so stay tuned. Got some good stuff for you. We're gonna probably hang out for about 30 minutes or so. If you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, like, and share the channel, or even head over to our YouTube. We're live on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and TikTok. So man, we truly appreciate y'all. And make sure on all platforms, make sure y'all follow anything at Mobile Home Elite Investors. So the question: can manufactured homes solve the affordable housing crisis? All right. September 2nd, article came out basically saying this administration is saying that there is a national emergency as far as in the housing industry. All right. An emergency, a national emergency in the housing industry. And so looking at it, I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and deep dive into it, right? Because for me, I ain't gonna lie, I always know one of the solutions is mobile homes for affordable housing. I always knew that since I got into this, and this is one of the key reasons that I got into it. But we're gonna break down like why is it really like this, and really share some data with y'all and give y'all some facts. And not only again, some of us can feel this stuff personally, but really go over again why there is an emergency. And then let's talk about some solutions and talk about the challenges and how we can build something better together, right? Collectively, we can build something better together. So I'm gonna share my screen with y'all. And by the way, if you have not known, my name is Byron. I'm one half of the Mobile Home Lead Investors. My queen Sharnice is the other half. And again, just tapping in with y'all, as y'all been saying, just going live to really share the different things about manufactured homes and how it can actually help solve some problems. So, one of the key things that I saw was it was an article per realtor.com, and I'm gonna share. Let me share this with y'all. I'm gonna share this with y'all. TikTok, you can't see my visuals, but I'm going to kind of talk about it. But the thing said, it said the perfect salary isn't enough to buy a home except in two states. Now I got it pulled up. This is per realtor.com. The perfect salary is not enough to buy a home except in two states. Now, they did a study and it says Americans say that they will be happy earning $74,000 a year on an average, according to a new survey by Talker Research. But in today's housing market, that perfect salary buys a medium price home in just two states. Just two states. Hit TikTok. Let me share this with y'all. I think I know how to. I'm a little old school. Let me see if I can turn this. I don't know if I can turn my screen around for y'all. Let me see. No, that just TikTok. Y'all gonna have to learn the hard way. Y'all gonna have to listen. All right. Even doubling the ideal salary to 148,000 wouldn't buy you a house in every state. Yet only 19% of the survey respondents said that they need six figures to live comfortably. The gap between what workers say is enough and what it actually takes to buy a home lays bare a fundamental challenge of the housing market. Say my words. Realtor.com. So when I saw that, I'm like, dang. So watch this. right? On paper, a $74,000 salary might feel right, especially when considering the median personal income of U.S. workers was $42,000 in 2023. It's crazy. So the only states that this will work is in with 20% down is in West Virginia and Louisiana. Watch this. In July 2025, the median list price for a house was $439,450, well above the $285,000 that a $74,000 earner can reasonably afford. That's a huge gap. That's a huge gap, y'all. So it's kind of one of those things where it's like, okay, 439,000. The dream salary is 74,000. I'm pretty sure most of y'all like, no, I want to make millions. I want to make a lot more money. But again, they did a survey, and that survey said that the median, think about it, that people want to make $74,000. So I really thought about that, and I'm like, dang, it's getting scary out here, right? Shout out my bro Xavier from the Millionaire Mindset podcast. I remember he had did a post, and he said that in order for most millennials, put yes in the chat. If you're a millennial, I want you to put yes in the chat. If you're a millennial, put yes in the chat. In order for most millennials to buy a home, they would, or buy the dream home, they would have to at least make $1 million. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase it. No, they would have to be able to afford $1 million home in most markets. And that really kind of hit like, dang, that's crazy, right? Like my peers, people I went to high school with, like, we talk about the American dream, but houses over 439,000, but they're not even making $74,000. And actually $74,000 won't afford a $439 home. So that means that what? Families that are getting priced out. That means you either gonna have to rent for a very long time or they get stuck in this cycle. And this in cities too. So what can be a way to actually help this, right? And so that's why I like coming on here, because again, the topic, can manufactured homes solve the affordable housing crisis? You gotta have a solution. You gotta be willing, you gotta have a solution. And so one thing that they're trying to push with the policy is create more manufactured homes, put more mobile homes on the market. Most people don't know mobile homes are made inside of a factory. Manufactured home, modular homes are made inside of a factory. They can generate up to, in some areas, some factories can generate over 300 homes per month. 300 homes per month. $10 million plus people on the wait list for affordable housing. So one thing, let's talk about it. Show you out with an article. California rolled out an initiative, the California's More Mobile Home Owner Repair and Efficiency Program. They wrote out a program that said, listen, we gonna help with this, right? We're going to help with this. We're going to kind of jump in and we're gonna help with that, right? Per realtor.com. And so one thing they're doing is, watch this, right? They understand the problem, right? Being more than 1.2 million homes in the US, including 177,000 California mobile homes that were built before 1976. that are still there, right? So it's a new program that they introduced in the Nevada County housing that will, I'm gonna go down here, watch this, right? Any home that's built before 1976, they are willing, as long as as long as the house doesn't exceed $75,000, they will cover the full replacement or, watch this, fix faulty wiring, plumbing, roofing, heating. Also funds accessibility to upgrades, energy efficient. So if California sees the benefit in mobile homes, this is when I always want to come to you and say, listen, like sometimes the proof is in the pudding. Consider these low cost assets because, again, you're able to lead with purpose and still help people get affordable housing. So that's just one initiative that that you can say that lawmakers are putting into place. Now, watch this. The reason why, look at this. In Golden State, the average single family home costs 786,000, which is twice as much as the national average, 369,000. A mobile home in the state costs $154,000. That's a huge difference. But now we're talking about used mobile homes, right? So again, like I just want to come over here and give y'all facts. Just come on here and give y'all some facts about what some initiatives and how, and see how California is taking initiative, because not only California is doing this, but how can you get involved? How can you do something similar to help? But watch this, not only help, but still be able to help your family because you're providing affordability, and in return, you get rewarded financially. Think about it. If you know anybody on here, put yes in the chat. Do anybody know a real let's say a real estate investor or someone who has properties that supports affordable housing, right? Whether it's Section 8, they're getting some type of others, they have tenants that has other some type of subsidiary or some type of voucher to be living there, other programs, whether it's vets. Do any of us, put yes in the chat if anybody knows somebody who takes place in any of these programs? Put yes in the chat. And I can say I personally do. All right. Even the mobile home anybody you know that owns mobile home parks or has mobile homes, anything like that, put yes in the chat. All right. And so with these people, most times that they benefit because they're able to still help somebody get affordable housing, the consistency of it, but it still helps their families. Right? It still helps their families. Appreciate you putting yes. So how can you do the similar thing by leveraging manufactured houses? Right? So the first thing I want to tell you all while you're on here, if you never even thought about it, this is your time to start paying attention when you're driving and you see those mobile home parks. Start paying attention to, possibly visiting a mobile home community, meaning you go on Google Maps, type in mobile home park, see what's near you, drive the mobile home park, see if there's any for sale signs. Find out if there's any areas that mobile homes that actually are on land, right? If you live in a southern state, a lot of times, especially like Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi, Florida, right? Texas, there's Arizona, a lot of mobile homes. Even if you're in the Midwest, Ohio, a lot of mobile homes. Indiana, Illinois, New York alone has, most people don't know, if you live in New York, outside of New York, there are over 1,900 mobile home communities. California, over 4,000 mobile home communities. Right. So there's affordable housing all over the place. But a lot of times we don't pay attention to it because, for one, right, if you rocking on this live right now, you know about real estate, right? You're familiar with it, but you possibly just never thought about it. And that's okay. Because again, as I always mention, I just want you to see a different lens or be opened up to a new possibility where you can not only have impact, but you can also change your family's life by building something. 5 years is trust me, a lot. We've been in this game 7 years. It has completely changed our life. Why? Because we've been able to afford affordable assets. We've been able to provide affordability, and it's a win-win. It's a win-win. So this is again a reason why we want to come over here and just share with you all the potential win-win. Okay. Now watch this. Most people, when we talk about these, we talked about the California program and things, right? But a lot of times what people don't realize is most Americans are spending over 50% of their income on housing or more. Or more. Now, there's something called the 28-36 rule, right? Meaning that your housing shouldn't exceed more than 28% of your gross income. But what? Rents keep going up, right? Mortgage, if you got a mortgage, taxes increase. So now you're paying more. But here's the real, right? I'm going to be honest with y'all. Most people don't want to live in what they call a trailer, right? But watch this. This is something for me again. I always want to make sure that I'm sharing something with you that let me share something with you that can definitely change your perspective. Now, again, TikTok, you might not be able to see this and it's okay, right? But y'all can watch the replay on YouTube. Let's go to Clayton Homes, right? Let's look at these prices. Remember we talked about earlier, average house, 439,000. Let's look at some of these houses right here. Okay, let me share my screen with y'all so y'all can see these. And here, let me zoom in so y'all can get a better look of some of these houses. Watch this. Okay. Modular, 220s, Stella, 3-bed. Look at this. It's Clearwater, 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,200 square feet, starting at $180,000. Let's look at the inside of this. See, this is what, look at that. Sometimes people just don't know. Let me see TikTok. Let me see if I can. I don't know if there's a way I can turn my camera around. I think it is, but I don't know. Here, let's see TikTok. I want to help. Okay, here we go. All right, TikTok. We're gonna get y'all in the game. All right. Let's look at this, right? Oops, I'm on the wrong. Where we at? I got so many screens up. Let's look at this. 180,000. See, some people they don't want to live in a mobile home. Don't even realize what the new technology, what it looks like. Beautiful. And so if you're a millennial, you make less than $74,000. You make 6 figures. Sometimes it's worth considering a different type of housing, an alternative housing, which is why I like manufactured homes. Right? We said some trailers are nicer than regular homes. Absolutely. And so I'm here again just to show you what these houses look like. On the possibility on what changes, right? Look at this, $140,000, $100,000, starting at $140,000. So sometimes people ask, okay, how do we solve affordable housing in America? Looking at it, watch this. Let's go to 21st Mortgage. All right, this is a mortgage calculator, 21st Mortgage. TikTok, let me get y'all involved. It's a mortgage calculator. So y'all can see what y'all can see what I'm talking about. Okay. Mortgage calculator. So let's say you're getting 190. Let's say we're gonna go for something like that. You get, let's say it runs you even with the land, it could say 190, right? Because you had to pay for the land, 5% down, 9,500 at a 9%. We're going 9%. But let's say we able to get it at eight. I mean, let's get able to get it at 6.5%. And they say and here's the thing, this is 21st mortgage. So you get the cheapest is 8%. Even if you do 15 years, 1,900, that's affordable. Let's say your taxes are a little bit high. Let's say your taxes is 3K. Oops, my bad. Y'all can't even see this. My bad, Instagram, but y'all can't even see that. But listen, look at that. 190, 9,500, 8% payment of $2,058. This is affordable. This is what is affordable in America right now. Again, y'all, I'm just showing y'all possibility. I can come on here. Y'all know I got plenty of videos where I'm sharing how you can get mobile homes for the low and things like that. But again, we talking about how to solve the affordable housing crisis. I just want to show y'all some facts. That's all. I just want to show you real-time facts. If you're in a situation right now where your housing exceeds and your rent is over that price, and you talking about a brand new home, brand new, you mean tell me you can't sacrifice possibly 5 years of your life, especially if it's on your own land where it's going to appreciate? Because here's the thing, most millennials, we like to flashy things. We came up in an era we was heavily marketed to everything. We needed new Jordans. We needed the best Nikes. We went from from when we were younger, from Rockaway to Pelly to all this stuff, to now it has to be designer. And we love looking great. But now is an opportunity for you to actually invest. And it's like, oh, I don't know about that. Here's the thing, when I talk about invest, I'm not talking about just gambling invest. I'm talking about something that's actually, if you look at it, look at the data, it's like, okay, this is safe. Affordable housing is normally always safe. Why? Because there's never going to not be a need for affordable housing. Some people fall bad on their luck. They need affordable housing. Some people, unfortunately, sometimes when we're in the marketplace, right? Wages aren't going up, so we need affordable housing. It's always going to be there. So that's why, again, I just want to come and share with y'all about mobile homes, right? That's all I want to do is come share with you all about mobile homes, right? Even for yourself, consider this can be something for me to help me have an affordable house, right? So here's the thing, right now, if you go on right now, you go to Zillow and you type in your market and you see how many houses are on the market, and especially if you're in the metro, it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. And that's why I talked to Starter earlier. They're declaring it's a housing emergency. Here's the thing, it's not a shortage of houses on the market. There are a lot of houses on the market. It's an affordability problem. We got affordability problem. Credit, a lot of things like that. A lot of us, some of us are fixing our credit. We're trying to put ourselves in a position, right? There's so many different changes. Jobs aren't increasing. Jobs are actually decreasing in some markets because of artificial intelligence. So mobile homes are part of that ecosystem. But here's the thing, you have to remove the stigmas. Lawmakers have to remove so many policies, right? Regulations about how where mobile homes can go. There's, for example, I'm from Chicago. You can't put no manufactured home in the city. They're not allowing it. And there's a lot of places like that because of stigmas. Because a lot of times mobile home community owners don't really pay attention, or they don't really take care of it. So now guess what? Depreciating, depreciating asset. It's not because a lot of times people think about the mobile homes that depreciate asset. No, it's because of where the community is. Inside of that community, the ecosystem, there's a lot of mobile home parks where the mobile homes actually appreciate. The average mobile home, actually used mobile home, has appreciated 17%. 17%. But when you are in an area that people don't take care of, and you see it is going down, and the landscaping, and they're not willing to help with maintenance and things like that, yeah, it's going to decrease. So that's why I'm just coming live to invite you to talk about solutions for affordable housing. And again, to give you a new lens to think about something that if maybe you never thought about, or if you've dived into it, something that you like, to kind of make you have that factor and look more into it. So how can I have my part? Like, Byron, I don't really know, right? What can I really do to help, or how can I help myself in this? All right, it's a lot of ways. Definitely a lot of ways. Right? Instagram, I got some comment kickstart. Listen, we got next week, we got a 5-day challenge next week. So from the 15th to the 19th. I just want to give you the step by step in 5 days on how to go out and not only find your first mobile home, how to analyze that mobile home, how to leverage AI, and pretty much and analyze that mobile home, all the paperwork you need, how to close it, talk about all of the strategies in 5 days. I'm gonna give you everything I can in 5 days so that you got the tools to go out and actually do this. To go out and actually do this. And here's the thing: is we got it so low cost, only $47. The only reason I say $47 because I know you're gonna be invested. I know you're gonna at least show up for 3 days. But I really want you to hang out for the whole 5 days. Every day with me, 5 days. So you can learn the strategy, how to find these used mobile homes, how to go out and actually add value, how to do it the right way versus just kind of going there and just being a slumlord. And here's the thing: if you don't even have that much capital, how to be there for an actual investor, how to wholesale, how to find good properties for an investor, or find it for somebody who's looking for a home and get paid to do that. I got you covered. Listen, if you're on YouTube, you're on LinkedIn, Facebook, if you go in the description, you can sign up. It's in the description. I got you covered. All right. And if you need even more, like, hey, okay, listen, Byron, I really want to do this. I know you say you got this 5-day challenge. Cool. But what about after that? Then schedule a call. Let's talk. Let's talk. That link is in the description as well. So I just want to open it up real quick. If y'all got any questions, go ahead and drop your questions in the chat. Hang out for a little bit longer. Like I said, I was going to do this about 30 minutes. We're right at that 29-minute mark. Like I said today, but I wanted to kind of talk about, can manufactured homes solve the affordable housing crisis? Honestly, I think that for me, absolutely yes. Right, this can solve a lot of things when it comes to homelessness. Right, there's so there's so much income or grants and things that can actually provide communities to help. It's so, I mean, again, we can talk for hours on this topic, but again, like I said, I wanted to kind of come in there and realistically just give y'all some, not only some game, but just share how manufactured homes can solve affordable housing. So if ain't no questions, again, I'm gonna jump off. I'm gonna wait a little bit. Hope y'all doing good. Let me know too, in the chat, if you got it, before you got any questions, where you checking in from? Let me know where y'all checking in from. Right now, broadcasting from Tampa, Florida. Where are y'all checking in from? Let me know where you're checking in. Shout out everybody on TikTok that joined. Appreciate y'all. If you're on IG, make sure you hit that follow button. Truly appreciate you for just coming on here, sharing with me. I know it's a little bit different. We're using a streaming tool to make sure that actually I may come out and hang out a little bit longer on IG. I'll probably jump back on just to kind of rap with y'all a little bit. YouTube, if you're looking for the replay, if you jumped on later, the replay is going to be on YouTube. So make sure y'all hit that subscribe, like, share the channel as we talk about again manufactured homes, a solution to the affordable housing crisis. Let me see. Let me take a look and see if there's any questions. And if it ain't no questions, man, like I said, I truly appreciate y'all for just coming on here and hanging out with your boy. All right, y'all ain't got no questions. All right, cool. All right, y'all. Until next time. Appreciate y'all. God bless.